things going on in this world. You know what I'm saying? The Free Palestine movement is still going strong, and so much division in this country, man. Um, Compared to Biden and Trump, Trump looked like it was gonna take it. Now a lot of people saying that Kamala might win this election. All I have to say is, if you think who you think is gonna win, it only counts if you put money on it. That's all I'm saying. Your opinion doesn't matter until you put money on it. You know what I'm saying? So today we are here with the middle ground, man. We gotta find a way if we could come to some kind of commonality in this country. We got the Democrats versus the Republicans, but if you're not accustomed to United States politics, our politics, we really only have two parties, Democrats and Republicans. All right. Any independent running outside that party is absolutely washed by the fanboys and fangirls for these damn goofy ass parties. But let's say, you know what I'm saying, there's something to it. Let's say there's some merit when they give a tax break off to the millionth millionaire. Maybe you do see some hope in that. But let's see if we can find the middle ground. Man, we are back with Jubilee, Democrats versus Republicans, 2024 middle ground. Let's get into it.
You're so smart. You don't think an illegal immigrant has ever voted in the presidential federal election?
Probably not.
Oh my God!
I'm Ka Takahashi, and I'll be moderating this discussion, Democrats versus Republicans.
The shooting at Trump's rally will change the course of the election.
Chat, I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't think so. Just how fast-paced this new shit is, and just, like, shit becomes old news so fast. Nah. Hell nah. I mean, like I said before, a lot of shit's been happening, man. Trump had a hit out for him, man. Too bad his finger was, you know what I'm saying? He was trembling on the trigger.
Well, the agreement
Not too bad, but good thing.
I think everybody has seen the picture of him raising his fist. And I personally, I'm from Texas. And so all of my friends have been posting it, and I'm friends with a lot of Republicans, respectively.
Dude, Trump is a damn media hound, bro. It's like throwing chum in a shark-infested water, bro. He is a media hound. Chat, imagine you get shot, right? You're the president-elect. You get shot at. Somebody's aiming for your dome, right? Chat, and that just reminds me, we gotta go over the whole layout. Because it's ridiculous how that man was able to pop off 3 shots. I'm not gonna hold you.
And they've been posting it, and it's kind of an empowering thing now, and it's kind of causing people to want to vote for him. And a lot of moderates are saying it now as, oh, he is strong, and like what he went.
He's strong? Dog, I don't really think so. I can't really say, because I'm not the type of person to actually give a shit or vote for anybody.
Through, like, he can go through anything, So a lot of moderates now are leaning towards wanting to vote for him, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah, he was shot, but let's call it what it is. It was an attempted assassination, which failed.
Okay. What it is? Who cares?
Obviously done by a liberal, because Republicans would know how to shoot guns.
That's not true. It was
Done by a liberal, because a Republican would know how to shoot a gun. You know how that's why I really don't be siding with these parties, bro. You know how brain rot you have to be. You know how brain rot you have to be to even say something like that. Do you understand this is why I don't side with, because both parties are just dumb brain rot. It's just dumb brain rot. It's literally stupidity. Are you serious? It's liberal because a Republican would know how to shoot a gun. I guess, bro. I guess. Has to be, right?
Republican. Not true.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Thomas Matthew Crooks.
I'll go ahead.
Donated to Act
Blue, so.
When
Okay.
did he donate? He donated January 20th, 2021, and then he registered as a Republican September.
Yeah, because
2021.
because to create a narrative. If you're
A narrative? You think he was thinking that in depth? Oh man, they're gonna go back to my records and they're gonna see that I donated to the Republican Party and that I was actually a Republican, but actually I was a damn Democrat. Like, who gives a shit? He was a crazy person with a gun. Who cares? He was a crazy person with a gun. He has no political affiliation. He probably doesn't. He probably quit essentially. I don't know if he gives a shit about that. Probably does, because he's willing to kill somebody. Clearly has some type of motivation.
A school shooter or whatever, an assassination.
This is the old
Yeah, that's why he wore a shirt. He wore a shirt called Demolition.
Party does not matter when he puts out a video saying he's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
We're breaking down these
You don't
shirts,
think,
man.
you don't
Regardless
think,
of the
no, let
motives,
me
he
just
was
answer
shot.
this. You don't think a person that is a murderer or an attempted murderer probably has fantasized about it for longer than 3 years?
He doesn't have to. It could be a crime of passion. It could literally be he could have thought of it of that week. He's like, and if he's fantasized it for 3 years, you would think he'd get better at shooting. You know what I'm saying?
No, people do stuff
He's
like that
probably
on
killed
a whim.
animals. I'm just saying, if you're going to be a shooter, you've probably fantasized
No,
about shooting
people do
somebody.
that stuff on a
So
whim.
yeah, I
all
would
the
say that
time.
it would make sense that he's probably thought about killing somebody for over 3 years.
I mean, yeah.
This is like, what is he talking about? Completely disregard what she was saying. Said like, oh, he could have thought of it on a whim, which he could have. Crazy whim to think about. You know what I'm saying? Crazy letting your thought. You know what I'm saying? Those deep dark thoughts take over. Yo, champ, take over, bro. And this dude's like, he could have thought of it for 3 years. Who knows? He could have thought about it for 10. Who gives a shit?
Probably killing somebody,
Exactly,
but
you
it's
agree with
not
me.
like.
Okay, let's let Emily
me
finish
finish.
her point. Let's let Emily.
I'm very well known. I do common sense takes, okay? Left, right, doesn't matter. You tried to assassinate someone. I'm gonna safely say you don't like that person, okay? You're probably on the opposite team. Other than that,
Possibly.
yes, I intake a lot of news. It's what we all do for a living. Everyone woke up. I see all the stats, everything going up. We vote on, who's gonna win, all these things. Every single person with a brain is like, he just won. So yes, I do think this changes things. That's all.
Yeah,
The
this.
way that it changes it, though, is that it validates a very falsified argument that Biden wants to go after his political opponents. Okay, well, tell us.
I would laugh at that too, because that boy can barely go after a damn sentence, let alone political opponents. That boy can barely go up some damn stairs, go after like the beginning and end of a word before he goes after political opponents.
See, Gabbard said it on Bill Maher recently, okay? So Republicans are, propagating that theory that Biden wants to go after political opponents and he wants to promote, like, political violence, right?
You'd think
And
you'd have a
obviously
better
you're already
shooter.
saying that he was a liberal.
propaganda when
so it's
Biden
going-
said that Trump needs to be put in a bullseye 5 days ago?
5 days ago.
Yeah, when did
He tweeted it.
he
He tweeted it. And
It's on his Instagram right now
The
as well.
campaign took it down.
Dog, when pressed on his bullseye comment, Biden was a mistake to use the word. I didn't say crosshairs. I meant bullseye. I meant focus on him or focus on what he's doing. I feel like if Biden really wanted to kill Trump, if he used all 5 of, took a great nap beforehand and then somehow gathered people around and said, we gotta kill this man. We gotta knock him off. I'm not gonna lie, he probably could do it. It's very possible. This, I don't feel like was a setup for anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like some organization was behind this, because if it was a government organization, let me tell you, the government don't miss. You know what I'm saying? Government don't miss. They have a good track record of 100%, boom, 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 headshots, double kill, triple kill, Duke bomb.
Yeah.
They don't
Oh,
miss.
yeah, of course they took it down.
Great.
Real convenient, but I don't know if that's propaganda.
But I want to ask this question, Danny, and it's like saying, yeah, my girlfriend goes to another school. When you say your friends feel empowered by this, just admit that you feel empowered from that video. Seeing his,
I
I don't feel any type of way. I don't feel empowered by Trump sticking his fist up in the air, and I'm like, dude, do what he want to do, bro. I don't care. I really wouldn't care if anybody did that shit. If I'm
Don't
gonna be
at all,
honest.
actually.
You're telling me you didn't
No, I
get
think it's
any sense of pride?
embarrassing. No,
I would, if that was me, I would shit myself. No cap. I would shit myself. I'm not sticking my fist nowhere near the air. I'm shitting myself. Like, cause you don't know if that person's still around or if that person still got shot, like shooting you. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if he's dead or not. So if you sticking your hand up and fist up in the air, he just might be like, boom. You know what I'm saying?
After
saw
getting
that-
shot, standing up, raising your fist, saying fight.
Is it bad for me to say I am
You don't
kind of
like that
happy
at
it
all?
kind of happened? I don't
That's
know.
bad. Yes.
Yeah.
Here's why it's
Danny, wait, hold it, bring it to you. You're happy that
I'm not happy what happened
You just
at
said
the
I'm
rally.
kind of happy that that
I mean,
happened.
yeah,
What are
I
you
hate
happy
Trump.
about?
Yeah,
I hate Trump. Maybe
so
it
much so
scared him.
Okay, but what's going on in your life that you would wish murder or death upon somebody?
I don't wish that he died.
It'd be crazy because these are the same people that go for the death penalty. It'd be so crazy. This is why I don't go for either party. Like, you're like, what's going on in your life that you would wish murder and death upon somebody? Now, chat, I ain't no damn hypocrite, bruh. I'm no damn hypocrite. But I don't care. I really don't care about this Trump situation. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I hope he don't get shot. You know what I'm saying? I hope no one gets shot. I hope no one gets shot and killed. But at the end of the day, I don't care if he sticks his fist up, if he sticks his big toe up, if he flang his little, you know what I'm saying? He flanged his hog right on the table and said, shoot me right here. Like, I don't care.
But you just said that you'd be happy if you did.
I don't condone violence, but I hope I see that.
Someone out there loves
Wait,
him.
Danny,
Wait, hold on, Alex. Repeat that
Wait,
again.
I want you guys to both say this out loud very clearly. to
Wait,
the
what did you
camera.
just say?
Camera.
I said I don't condone violence, but I hope I see something.
What does that mean?
It means
I
that
don't
Trump got
care.
it coming to him. He's been saying this shit for years and
I hope
years
you guys get a
and
nice
years.
position so you can
There's
see
bound to
it.
be some point where a Republican or a Democrat, somebody loses their shit and says, I'm not happy with the president saying all this all the time. I'm not happy with him trying to destroy
But
democracy.
you would have to be such a fucking loser, right? To even, you'd have to be such a, like, an absolute loser for you to go out and be like, I know what I need to do. I need to go and kill him. Like, what has he done that 100 other presidents haven't? You know what I'm saying? Like, the rich people doing rich shit. All he does is talk shit while he does it. That's the only difference between him and everyone else. He talks shit, and it's funny. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, it's funny. He talks shit. He's talking about if you could drink bleach to cure COVID. I'm like, bro, you motherfucker, you a riot. I like
Chrissy.
you.
I'm not happy with him trying to destroy the American dream. That's how my
I
generation
don't give a shit. The American dream been dead to me. I ain't gonna lie.
feels.
Is
That's how
that
plenty
how
of
America
people
is
in
now?
this
Really
city
quick, really
feel.
quick.
That's how plenty of
Is
people
that
in
how
this
America
county
is
feel.
now?
That's how 70 million people.
We're gonna go and kill
Really quick.
people. for
Do
different
you
opinions?
condone? Do you?
Yes, that's exactly what happens
Hold
all the
on.
time in America.
Yo, chat. Let me switch my camera. Let me switch my camera, cause. Chat, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I do not give a fuck. I hope they bring the other two people, because
Do
you've
you
been talking for a
condemn
damn
the
minute.
Trump shooter, and do you condemn political violence?
Yeah,
I don't care.
I do.
Okay, good. So here's why this changes everything. It is because we just saw an image of our president, somebody
Not my president. I don't know who the fuck you talking about. Boy, he's a president-elect.
that has been politically persecuted for years. He was
Politically persecuted? Politically persecuted? In what way? In what way? For years? He's a victim in all this? Dude, how did it? This is the shit I don't understand. These people are absolutely crazy for condoning political violence. These people are absolutely crazy for thinking a millionaire, an 80-year-old millionaire, is somehow a victim. Was the shooting terrible? A terrible thing to happen? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Would I say Trump has been a victim for years? No, he's been a troll for years. He's been trolling. And that's all he is. He's a fucking troll. He just trolls and has a bunch of fucking money, and that's all he what else is it? A political victim? In what way?
impeached twice. I was there in Battle Creek, Michigan, on the night of his second impeachment.
Who cares? And he's still running for president. So what in this whole scenario makes him a damn a victim? Like, the law's been cursing his name and barring him from accessing like basic human rights. Like, what? Ooh. He's been finessing the court. Every case they brought up against him, he found a way to beat it. It's crazy.
This is a man, and you may not agree with it, but what you just said is that you hope something happens. And
Okay.
when Republicans hear that, when conservatives hear that, that does validate that people want violence. And
Well, somebody from the Heritage Foundation just said that they want a bloodless revolution so long that the
but
left
that's
doesn't
wrong,
have it.
and that is wrong. That is completely wrong. And what you just said
But
is
these
wrong.
are the people, these are the pundits that you're
and the
relying
reason-
on.
I don't rely on them. You don't know anything about me. You don't know what I watch. You don't know who I listen to. You don't know where I get my.
Well, let me. What did?
And I want to finish really quick. The reason why this changes everything is because we just saw a man who was politically persecuted. He was shot, and his first instinct, was to get up, bloodied, beaten, raise his
bloodied and beaten. Man, them skinned him by his ear. What do you mean, bloodied and beaten? See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Y'all just exaggerate shit. Bloodied and beaten, like this motherfucker was in a damn a civil rights rally. Like this motherfucker was walking with Martin Luther King and was beaten up by the damn, like dogs were sitting on him. Bloodied and beaten. His first, and that was retarded. And you know why you know why I don't think much of what Trump did, and that was the stupidest decision you could have made without knowing if the person that's trying to kill you is still around and possibly looking to kill you. Still, it's dumb. It's stupid. But Trump's not stupid because he's so media brains, right? He's so fucking in tune with the internet. He knew this shit was his moment to shine, bro. He knew this shit was such a big moment to pop off. And honestly, it just speaks volume, bro. It just speaks volume on our current society, bro. We will literally film a whole assassination attempt before we even attempt to secure go die in the line of just making a TikTok reel that would go viral for a week than like actually use common sense and be like, hold on, let me put the phone down because there's somebody shooting. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's out here killing people.
And tell his supporters to fight. Whether or not you agree with that, there is something in that image that resonates with a lot of Americans, and it displays courage, it displays bravery, and
it don't display any of that, bro. It just displays a fucking media-brained person seeing attention and then seeking it, bro. Like seeing their moment of shine and then seeking it. It doesn't it like is the epitome of media-brained, bro. Any person with cognitive sense would see that if a person is trying to shoot me, I need to get away from this situation, not stand up, raise my fist and present my body as a bigger target for them. You know what I'm saying?
Moderates who you probably disagree with, that is going to resonate with them too.
And he said that knowing full and well those could be his final words.
His final words. You guys are so fucking over exaggerating. It's the glaze on. This is the part I really don't like. The absolute Trump glaze is absolutely insane. They're topping him off as we speak. I bet you right now, if Trump were to come in this room and pull his pants off, he would wake up in a typhoon of glazery. In a typhoon, the top would go crazy. That's all I'm saying.
You know what happened when you're in a state of shock like that, when something like that happens to you? He knew those could be his final words. He's gonna go and tell his supporters to fight. See,
those are the final. He didn't think that at all. Man looked straight for the first camera he could see and then put his fist up in the air. That's a fucking media-brained move, bro. That is a media-brained move. I'm not gonna hold you.
This is the problem. You guys incite violence. We don't incite violence.
What was January?
Both of y'all incite violence, bro. Both of y'all incite violence. I'm not gonna hold you.
January 6th then.
January 6th, Charlottesville.
January 6th was okay.
You just said that it started.
100 million Americans are pissed off right now. We just saw our favorite president get shot on national television. Where are the riots? No, I see peaceful.
Where are the riots? He said where are the riots? For what? For what? This is the problem with these motherfuckers, bro. This is the problem with go out and riot. Motherfucker, I'm not gonna riot if I don't like you. That shit don't even make any sense. I'm not gonna, if somebody shoots you and I don't like you, I'm not gonna care. But, dude, you can go out and riot, good group of people, and fucking burn a building down. I don't know.
I see peaceful support outside of Trump Tower in New York. I see peaceful support all across the country. Social media exploding. Elon Musk endorsing him. That's how we protest. How you guys protest?
Dude, she literally brought up January, January 6th. Bro, when y'all went and crashed out in the fucking White House, bro.
When the left's convicted felon got shot, George Floyd, you guys rioted. When our convicted felon got shot,
The left's convicted felon, George Floyd. You think George Floyd was right or left leaning? He was just a black person, bro. When he got shot, he didn't even get shot, bro. He got strangled to death. Nothing
peaceful
nitpick.
protests.
Okay, let's bring on the disagreeers. You guys want to come on?
Finally, thank God, for the love of
We're
God.
gonna hear from them first, and then y'all.
The crash out of hell.
You know, for a minute there, I thought to myself, I thought people who dealt in Earth One facts were coming today. You know, look, I categorically reject all kinds of political violence against all people. I see you readying your next line for your Tucker Carlson audition tape. Hold on to
Tucker
it.
Carlson's my biological stepdad. Go ahead.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so you didn't have to practice it. I'm just giving you shit. I'm just teasing. Look, nobody really wants to see a president assassinated. There's a small, tiny minority of people who might, but most everyday Americans don't want to see political violence at all. I think were I someone who wanted to use every possible opportunity to improve my electoral chances, I probably would run with a ball that was thrown to me that would make me look like a martyr. But I gotta say, you know, none of us represent the people who are gonna make this election either way. We all have strong opinions. We all consume political news before 6 weeks out from election day. None of us are qualified to speak to the people who will decide this election. But to be clear, I don't think it helped him necessarily just because it's not anywhere near the craziest thing that's probably going to happen between now and November. I think people take for granted that, you know, this is early July. Months will pass. All kinds of crazy things have happened early in previous election cycles that mattered not by election day. So, you know, do what you will with your, I assume you genuinely mean arguments about people on the left being more violent than the right, but at the end of the day, to the actual prompt being asked, no, I don't think it will impact the election ultimately.
I have a really simple question. What do you think about...
Bro, that was I like this person, bro. I like this. Yo, what's good? Yo, bro, please, for the love of God, what is up with y'all's names, bro? Y'all are hurting my fucking brain. Sin Creek. I'm not even gonna try. I won't call you Sin, bro. Sink. What's up, Sink? Bro, we're doing Democrats versus Republicans 2024. Now, if you're a foreign person, if you're a person not of the United States, my guy, this will not affect you in any way. Or it might, depending on how much oil your country has.
Before we rebuttal, let's hear from all the disagreeers, then we can jump in.
Yeah, I mean, I'll build on that. I think we're too far out from the election for people's memories to retain this. Things move quickly.
It's less than 4 months.
Yeah, 4 months is an eternity. What were you doing 4 months ago? Do you even remember?
I know exactly what I was doing.
I don't think I'll forget.
Well, anyways, the point is the news cycle moves so quickly that people are
I don't even know
inundated
what I was
with
doing
new
yesterday.
things.
I'm
But
gonna
4
be
or 5
honest.
things. Hold on.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
4 or 5 things are going to happen between now and then that overshadow this. And the saddest thing that I'll say in conclusion is we're hard into gun violence. This really wasn't that big of a deal in the end. Sadly, I hate to say it, but a guy dying in the crowd, 2 people critically injured, and an ex-president of the United States nicked in the ear by a bullet should be a big deal. But gun violence is so prevalent in America that people are going to shrug this off. Watch in 2 weeks. Nobody will be talking about this.
Do you think gang violence in
How right he
Chicago is
was.
the same as the former president of the United States almost being murdered?
Can you repeat that?
You're saying that shootings happen all the time, so it's not that big of a deal. Do you think that the common gun violence that we see in this country, right, shootings happening in inner cities, is the same or equivalent to the former president almost being assassinated?
No, but I think the shock of gun violence is what is similar, and people have become hardened to it.
And the way
but
that
I
the
have to ask
media
one quick
treats
question.
the way that the media treats the shooter, I mean, it's the same narrative that everybody's trying to build off of. What kind of gun was he using? He was 20 years old. He went to school. He was a loner. Like everybody submits all these tips saying they knew him. That like it's getting the same treatment as any other mass shooting.
Wait, really quick. Wait, I have a really quick question.
I want him to, because he hasn't asked a question.
I just want to say, what's your name again?
Guy.
Guy. It's a good name, Guy. Thank you. You said people are going to forget about this, but you know what memes are, right?
Sure.
You don't think Donald Trump raising his fist, being shot, will be a meme that lives longer than all of us combined?
No.
What happened to his mugshot? That's still around.
What do you don't think that'll be? Wait, you don't think that'll?
I don't think it was that iconic of a moment. I think you guys are blowing it a little out of
That's
proportion.
fine. That's
So what happened with Reagan?
What do you two think about your guy on your side here saying that he hopes something happens.
I would
I
condemn
disagree.
that, yeah.
Good for you guys. That's the
good,
moral.
'cause I wanted-
By the way, he's not saying he hopes. He says he has it coming to him, but based on
No, he said he
don't
wants something to
back
happen.
it.
You can roll back
clarify
and
it?
say something to happen.
Can I clarify it?
I would actually like you to. Can you,
You
clarify
better
what
clarify
you
it,
meant
dude.
by that?
Yeah, you're gonna have a knock at your door. You better
Yeah.
clarify. That's gnarly.
That's insane, bro. That's insane. Was it from police or somebody? I don't know. I don't know what they mean by
There are some
this.
points where all of this is going to start boiling over.
Gonna spin back?
right?
Spin back
there
for
are
Trump?
people on my side that get very violent, that get very vitriolic with their comments, right? I went
Is
to
this the whole
UCLA,
thing?
and I'm seeing
Saint,
that
let me
we
know.
have a lot of students who get very in their minds about their politics, about wanting to protect Gaza, about wanting to make sure that their voices are heard from the left in the Democratic Party. The same thing happens with you guys, though. So we have extremists on both sides that are going to come at some point.
That's not the
That's
same.
not boil it over.
That's not has
What do
anything to do with it. You said you want something to happen. As
Because
in
I
you
want this shit
another
to be
attack.
over.
But
Wait,
Donald
can I make
Trump,
a quick
even if you're in
comment?
politics, why would you wish death on him? He doesn't wish death
I
on
never
you.
wish death on
You
him.
said you hope something
You
happens.
hope something happens.
But what is that something? I hope that there's some sort of political boil over, right? We're edging to a point where there's going to be some kind of civil war. There's going to be some kind of like interstate violence that's happening.
all right.
So you're hoping for
You're
violence.
inciting
Yeah,
violence.
Robert E. Lee over here.
I hope that we
You want
break the
split
point.
states?
I hope that we break the dam where we don't have to keep fighting about policies and whether or not we have conspiracy theorists in government. I hope that we get to the point where we're done with all of it and we can get through this antebellum era.
Does
that
the
we're in.
fact that the two people on your side, reflected and said that that's going too far, does that make you reflect on your words and think that maybe you took it too far?
No.
As a Republican, in my life, I talk to thousands of people a day. I have never heard a Republican ever say they want Biden to die, okay?
I have.
I
have.
Okay.
Oh my
hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
gosh.
This is my opinion, okay? It's not your opinion, it's mine I'm sharing right now. I'm sure you have, and I'm sure that's normal, and I guarantee right now Republicans have said that. Guaranteed, okay? I talk to thousands of people a day. All my friends are Republicans. I've never heard a Republican I know personally wish death or harm against Biden. We simply want him to not be president
Yo,
anymore,
we just
okay?
need a twerk contest. I'm not
Today
gonna
I
hold
woke
you.
up. I mean, let's just talk about the past 8 years.
Biden and Trump, or Camilla and Trump need to go band for band, and then we vote on who got the most bans. You know what I'm saying? I know Camilla she pulled in like 11 million or 10 million from her damn ad campaigns, bro. I don't know how much Trump got, but man, let's go band for band.
Everyone
Or do
on
an
the
arm
left
wrestle.
wishes death upon Trump.
That's
or
not
harm.
true.
Well, I just want to
That
make
is
this quick
not
point.
true.
I don't.
And I don't like Biden at all, but I felt very sad when he fell off his bicycle.
Yeah, I feel bad for him. It's
I
elder
honestly
abuse.
did. I'm not doing that.
Elder abuse? He's old. He falls. Who cares? Get him up. Walk him away.
I'm just telling you, I felt sad for our country.
How
I was
many
like, look at this
Republicans
old man
actually
falling
feel
off.
bad
Yeah,
for
we
Biden?
all
Yeah,
feel
I
bad.
feel
It's
bad.
literally
When I-
elder abuse.
When I watch it,
Well, all right, I'll grant you
elder
that one wasn't a non sequitur to get away from the point, but fair.
When
That
he
one
fell off
rests.
that bicycle, I felt sad. I was like, "That's our president." And I
Yeah,
know, I'm
sure.
dead serious. I
Cars
felt
get
that.
shot and he walks towards
Aren't you
the line.
impressed he's riding a bike at 80 years old? And
Okay.
He's not
Now that we-
riding it.
now that
Wait,
we
time
back-
out. Time out.
Okay,
He's not
okay.
riding
No,
it. He's
hold on.
falling over on it. That's
All right.
it. If he was riding it,
We got
that
to the
would've been cool.
bicycles.
He fell
That's-
over on it.
That's why I know we're going to
That's
wrap
the
up this
opposite of
problem.
riding.
All right, we're wrapping up this problem. We got to bicycle. A convicted felon should not become president. Will the agreeers please
convicted?
step forward?
I don't care if a convicted felon becomes president. I don't.
12
They're mad because they said a convicted felon was president. Bro, who cares, bro? Let a convicted felon become president, bro. They know the legal system better than anyone.
strangers came off the street, New York City, came together and
Shit, you were a
ruled
party.
unanimously, looking at the facts, being as honest as they can be, that this guy was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And I think we have so many qualified people to be president of the United States that we don't have to have somebody who has that sort of record. And also, he might be in prison. People find that laughable, but those are the same people who thought he would never be indicted, same people who thought they would never raid his home. So I think America can do better.
You know,
I don't think so.
think as
I
an
think we gotta get what we can get.
abstract rule, there's no reason to back somebody who is a felon, even if we don't think they deserved it, to be president. There are hundreds of millions of us. We're the richest, most diverse nation in the history of the world. We have more experience with democracy than any other existing democracy. There's just no need for that. And I think what I suspect our friends on the other side are going to come and suggest is that it's not fair to him. He's being unjustly persecuted and all that jazz. If a Democrat that I thought was great were unjustly, in my view, persecuted, found guilty, I would also be someone who stood up and said, I don't care if I thought you didn't do it. You're a felon now. We have other people. There are so many people on the Republican side who are talented and capable and would be great presidents. There's no reason to stick to the one who, has a loyal but minority of the population fan base that is hardcore about him, when, there are some really incredible Republicans that would be great presidents. And I think like Nikki Haley, for instance, would be a great president by comparison.
No.
By comparison. By comparison.
Okay, by comparison, yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say, too. I think that there's a lot better classical Republicans that, much better politicians than Trump. Trump is not a politician by any means. So there's a lot more qualifying people in the GOP that should, take over that position. We should not have a felon be able to run for president. It's kind of embarrassing, actually.
Like I miss the McCains. I miss the Romneys. Like good-natured,
good classical
people.
Republicans.
It's not even classical, because at this point it was just, that's what Republicans were. That's what they are supposed to be. At this point, the GOP has been overtaken by a lot of fascist rhetoric.
Yes.
And it dilutes every single message that they have for making an effective president. The question is whether or not they would have agreed if Trump wasn't a felon right now. If there was no criminal prosecution, if there was no case about hush money or whatever, and there was no chance of him becoming a felon, they probably would still come up here and agree.
I'm reminded of Al Franken, who was one of the most popular Democratic senators when he was in office. He was one of the best messengers for the Democratic Party, and widely considered a talented, capable, and accomplished senator. But decades prior, he did some embarrassing things, and the Democrats pushed him out of the Senate. Honestly, Democrats, we eat our own all the time. It's a problem we have, but we do have a record of removing people who have a problematic reputation from office. It's a thing that we do. At the end of the day, I think there's a big difference between we think this person is a criminal, but they're not convicted, versus this person's a convicted criminal. Those are not the same thing, and there's a false equivalence, I think, awaiting us in the wings on this.
I'm gonna bring on the disagreeers.
Can I go first so I can just be done?
Sure.
Go ahead.
My ex used to say that to me.
Yeah, literally. First of all, you said that you actually potentially were wrong and apologized about some things, so amazing. I wish people I used to be friends with would just say, hey, Emily, maybe you were right about a couple things, and I would take them back with loving open arms, because it's I understand. Okay? The irony of being we're the moral party after you are all excited. You two specifically are very excited about assassination is just the funniest thing in the world to me. Nikki Haley is a Democrat. We all know that. That's probably why you guys are more inclined to maybe like her.
She cheated on her husband.
And other than that, it is...
Supposedly.
Other than that, it is funny to sit here and be I miss the good old politicians the Clintons, who everyone just ends up dead around them. Obama, who committed many war crimes and loved, carpet bombing children. And, when he's not getting blown in the White House, all these really great people we used to have in office. Of course, I think there's a complete double standard.
Nobody said any of what you just said.
Who has something on the prompt, specifically about
go, Alex. Well, first of all, you
convicted felons should
our
president.
Are obviously very racist for saying that, because 1/3 of all black African-American men have a felony conviction.
Are we, is...
Very racist. That's insane.
Are we going to is it okay for people to throw out the racist word in this debate?
That's not racist.
Considering that
you're the racist because you want 1/3 of black people not eligible.
I would never accuse you of being racist, my friend.
Well, then why are you so against people having a felony? America's built Let me just say this. America's built on second chances. A lot of people make mistakes.
Sure.
So a person, whether they get arrested or not, I want to live in a world where we give second chances. So you say somebody gets arrested and they should be negated from having any public office.
No.
I think
No.
That's what you said.
I would love to go into detail if you want to.
That's what you said.
I would love to go into detail.
Let's try and avoid an attacking.
I'm not trying to
other,
personally
right?
attack.
No, you
saying
already
that
did.
they're
You called us
racist.
racist.
Well, I'm saying that, I guess.
As a rhetorical
Back
flourish,
down,
but it's too much, and you need to be a little more respectful of other people.
Okay, but still, you might still be racist. I don't know you that well. My point is, you're trying to exclude a big population of the country that are African Americans from running for office, and I think that's, you know, a disrespect.
Well, neither. Well, all right.
Well, here's why I don't think it's disqualifying. I think it would be one thing if Donald Trump was convicted of, say, taking foreign bribes and benefiting from foreign countries as a result of his office. This is more or less business improprieties, and he was convicted on 34 counts. Can any of you list 4 of those convictions and articulate specifically why those charges disqualify a man from being an effective leader?
Yes. Falsifying business records.
To commit a campaign violation and hide information from the American people voting for him in 2016.
No, what's interesting is you're bringing that up. He was also the inciting the riot at January 6th, right?
He didn't
You guys,
incite it.
yes,
Did
you
anybody
did.
answer
Yes,
my
you
question,
did.
or are
And
you
you guys are
I would love
saying
to.
you don't support political violence
So
because
what
of what
Hathaway
just
said
happened at Trump's
peacefully-
rally, right? You guys are attacking us
Patriotically, you never said that.
because
Okay.
you guys are attacking us because we think, yeah, it's a tragedy what happened at his rally recently, but you guys don't say anything about what happened on January 6th, and you guys think that's okay. And you
No,
guys aren't
I don't
recognizing
think
that
that's
Trump
okay
did
at all.
Who said
Right
that?
now,
Who said
that's
that?
done.
Because
What about Paul Pelosi? I'm sure,
hold on,
Alex,
who
you were
said
quite
that?
sympathetic when he was
I
almost
thought
killed,
it was
right?
funny.
Who
that
the
he-
heck
You
is
thought it
Paul
was funny that he
Pelosi?
was almost killed in
He wasn't
political
almost
violence.
killed.
He was.
What?
Wait, hold on, one second.
Bludgeoned with
You-
a
hold on,
hammer
you
by
just-
an
Emily,
Hold on, stop.
You were
wasn't
What?
almost killed.
I have a question.
No, I don't want
You
anyone
just made a claim. You
I
just
don't-
made a claim
because
that
if
we
that-
said
if
nothing
I
about
take that
political
back, I would
violence.
have
If we're all
Calm
over
down.
talking, no one's gonna
Okay.
be able to hear anything.
that was one of Trump's convictions, right or wrong,
You made a
inciting,
claim that we said that was
inciting
okay.
a riot.
When did somebody say that?
Because you are attacking us. Because yes, you did. You guys attacked us. You're saying that we want Trump to be assassinated.
You
when
said
we-
it yourself.
did say
No,
that.
no, we did not. We
You
can play
said you
back.
wanted
We play back the
something to
tape because
happen.
we
We'll play
didn't
it back.
explicitly say that.
Play it back.
No, we did not explicitly
You said
say
you
that.
wanted something to happen.
Yeah.
And then you
That
said-
doesn't
and then
mean
you
I
said-
want him
You
to
keep it so
die.
vague. I just
Yeah,
want to
it's
say because
smart.
it's so vague, you could include an attack
That
on a
could be me
person.
just saying I want him to lose. I don't want him to be in office.
Okay,
All right.
obviously
They don't have
people
the
can,
balls.
obviously
Yeah.
people can go back into the video, but let's stick on to the prompt right now, specifically about should a convicted felon be able to become president?
Yeah.
You haven't spoken. Did you want to
I
say
will
something on that?
100% Go for it. Yeah. So I don't think it's justifiable. Again, when they say he incited violence, I will wait for one person to tell me how he incited violence. When he said peacefully in protest, peacefully and patriotically, that is complete peace. He's asking for
January
peace.
6th was
And when he said
peaceful.
anyone who supports me, stop. Don't riot. Don't march. Don't trash the Capitol. He said that on his Twitter. He put it out for all his supporters to see.
Three hours
so
after
honestly,
this.
I think and that was not 3 hours. And I think if someone supports him and they did that, they're not a supporter because he's the one advocating against it. And I have never, and you guys can say you have or whatever. I have never met a single person who agrees with me and truly supports him that agree with January 6th. Not one.
Wait, so then why does he want to start pardoning people that were convicted of being at January 6th?
Because it was an inside job. They were
Yeah.
let in. I mean, they got.
They were let in. What's your
Because
proof of
I
it?
have
magnetic
videos?
locks with
friends-
buttons that had.
I have
you haven't
friends
seen-
who are in
Wait,
jail
Bo,
right now.
Bo,
It's
calm
an
down.
inside job, but he wants to pardon them.
Did you guys
so
not
he's
see-
pardoning people that he would be against as a false flag attempt
No, it
for
was
it being
an
an
inside
inside
job.
job.
Donald Trump
I-
requested more. He requested backup and security, and Nancy Pelosi denied it.
That is
No,
not-
and
That is
because-
absolutely
and
false.
because-
It's
and
a
because-
There's a video of Nancy
She
Pelosi.
admits-
Hold on. The Department of Defense has jurisdiction over the DC National Guard. The Capitol Police declined some support that was offered because they didn't expect a massive violent protest. Speakers Pelosi, Senators Chuck Schumer called the acting Secretary of Defense and governors of local states trying to get them to send more support. I wish they would say this shit right in the middle of their thing to clear it up.
That's
It's
100%
Pelosi
true.
admits that on tape.
Yeah, it's on
No,
tape.
it's
No,
because
that's
my
out of context.
mom.
How is Pelosi
not
in charge
out-
of security at the
My-
Capitol? Shouldn't Mitch McConnell be in charge? Like, what doesn't make
it's
sense?
because my mom was put on a terrorist watch list for being there and doing her job. She's a reporter. She was there doing her job, and she was put on a terrorist watch list.
I don't know your
Now,
mom,
Why,
bro.
tell me how it's justified.
So did your mom enter the Capitol?
My mom didn't go within 2,000 feet of the
So
Capitol.
just so I'm clear, your mother is a journalist with an existing publication, or what does that mean?
She does. She works for Real America's Voice.
So she was charged with trespassing and she didn't go within 2,000 feet?
No.
Sounds like
Sounds like those charges are going to be dropped.
Yeah, it shouldn't be, right?
Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
saying,
What
yeah.
about all the people that
So the friends that I have also who are currently in jail right now, who had January 6th and didn't go in the Capitol,
They didn't
and
go
they're
to
put in
Capitol
jail.
either.
They didn't?
What did they do? What are they
Nothing.
charged with?
I'd love to know.
You have no idea.
So they
What?
don't know
I'd love to
Do you
know.
think that, hon, I have a quick
So they're just
question. Do you
arresting
think the
everybody off
justice
the
system-
street, huh? They're just going up to random houses like you, in the back. In the back, buddy. You're like, what did I do? I'm like, January 6th. January what? Man, get in the back of the damn squad car. I ain't trying to do all
It's
this
fair
bullshit.
100% of the time.
No, it never has.
Do you think that there can be major failures in the justice system?
Of course.
Do you think the
Is
justice
it
system is
possible,
weaponized?
hon? Is it possible? Is it in the realm of possibilities that Donald Trump's political opponents weaponize the justice system against him? Is that a possibility?
It could be.
No. Let me say.
Short answer, no.
It was
Short
until
answer, no.
it was.
It could
So
be.
no.
Hold on. You can,
Why is that not possible?
Okay, is it possible that they could? Sure. Is it possible that his convictions so far and the other things he's charged with are that? No. I'm sorry.
Why is that impossible?
Because it's verifiably, provably things that he did. I mean, it would be look, if I murdered somebody and he murdered somebody, but people at the Justice Department hate me and not him, and they prosecute me and not him, I still murdered. It doesn't matter, it doesn't.
So the felon conviction doesn't matter, is what you're saying?
No, I'm saying it doesn't. It's not about whether it was. We can try and.
Yeah, he's trying to switch around his words. That's not what he said at all. He said it doesn't matter whether he got away with it and I didn't. I still committed a crime, and I got persecuted for it, and that's what he's saying. People get away with crimes all the time. It's just, you know what I'm saying? The only criminals are the people who get caught.
Frame his conviction as some kind of inconsistent, unfair prosecution, but the matter of the fact is he did do it.
Well, you just said, so that proves the point, that the conviction status doesn't matter, what you did matters.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what you're
being
saying.
convicted of it matters, yes.
once you're
Didn't
convicted.
you just say that it doesn't matter if you're convicted or not, you still did?
No, what I'm saying is if I were convicted and he also did the same thing but wasn't, I'm still guilty. I still deserve to be convicted. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, do you guys think Hunter Biden was guilty and deserves his conviction?
Not
That's
really.
outstanding?
No,
not
actually,
really.
I don't
Really?
think so.
No.
I think you should be able to.
I
own a
think
gun.
he deserves to be convicted for trafficking and for drug use and hiring
But he hasn't been
prostitutes.
charged with any of that.
But not lying on.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point.
Right, that's a good point.
Well, if there was evidence, he'd be charged. I've never seen anything to.
Well, like you guys, I think the justice system isn't always fair as well. I think that politics gets involved. I think people abuse their elected positions or their given positions.
But do you
Dude, I
guys
wish I was
respect
so
those 12
rich, this shit would not even equate to even incremental denom of what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was so rich, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, all these poor people just arguing about just stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Just dumb shit. Who cares? You know? I own shareholders in Coca-Cola. I'm lobbying United States so we can get Coca-Cola Classic. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing back the old Pepsi and Coca-Cola wars. We going back. The only time we doing red and blue is when we going back Pepsi and Coke, bro.
Oh, stranger.
I'm a Pepsi fan. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Bro, I did like a blind taste, like not a blind taste test, but I was drinking a Pepsi. I was like, damn, you know them Pepsi slushies? I was drinking them shits. Bro, I drank one, bro. I was like, damn, I was like, damn, this shit. I was thinking in my head, I was like, damn, I forgot I had poured it. It was Pepsi. I forgot I had poured that shit. I was like, I slipped it. I was like, bro. I was like, damn, this shit tastes so good, bro. I was thinking in my mind, I was like, is this Coke? And then I realized it was Pepsi. I was like, damn, bro.
That came together in New York looking at all the evidence, including a guy on Truth Social, and finding him guilty. You still deny that he committed those crimes.
Because like I said, I think the justice system isn't fair 100% of the time.
But it's not the justice.
I think politics can get involved.
But these are 12 strangers. They're jurors looking at the evidence and deciding beyond a reasonable doubt that he's guilty of the crime he was.
I don't know if you've ever met the average American, but think about the stupidest person you know.
They're much dumber.
And the average, and then go lower than
No,
that. There are
I'm
plenty
not
of
sure I
people in this
understand
respect
country.
my fellow
There are
Americans.
plenty of people in this country that I do not trust, 100%.
Yeah.
You know that in Manhattan, these are people who earn a lot of money, usually the higher type.
Okay, let me just ask you
How much money earned
real quick,
doesn't make
wonder
you
why.
more logical
These
or
are
less.
successful people.
Has 12 jurors ever got it wrong in a court case before?
Sure.
Of course.
There you go.
There you go.
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
There
look.
you go. That's all I need to say.
So your argument, just so I'm
Reasonable
clear,
doubt.
is that because it's possible the jurors got it wrong,
Mm-hmm.
we should assume he's not guilty.
No.
First of all, even if he did pay off Stormy Daniels, Bill Clinton paid off tons of
That's not
girls.
what he was. No, that's not. No.
Yes, they are.
The payoff
Listen,
was not
on
what
the
he was.
court
No.
case-
Also,
Let me
your-
just say this, because I
Supreme
can't ever
Court-
talk.
It doesn't matter.
Sure
Your
can.
Supreme Court really.
Why is he always yelling?
It's just stupid because I'm trying to tell facts.
Let
It's
him
just
talk.
like nanny boo boo. It's just annoying. You guys, listen. Michael Cohen even admitted that he lied to Trump on the stand. Michael Cohen's the
Dude,
one that paid Stormy Daniels.
dude is
So you
such a
could say that
crash out.
maybe he did this behind Trump's back. So I think there is a
Dude, imagine being this much of a damn Trump glazer, bro. I don't think Trump is gonna let you hit, bro.
bit of reasonable doubt there in the court case, which should have made him not guilty. Now, you don't agree with that, but I think that's the case here. But even
You
if
can
he
think
did
whatever
do
you
that,
want,
there's so
bro.
many presidents that do much worse. Barack Obama dropped a drone strike every 20 minutes for 8 years. Once you become president, you get presidential
Damn,
immunity.
bro, that's crazy.
Listen, you know, even if he is convicted of those crimes, those are white-collar crimes that don't really affect anybody.
You think white collar crimes don't affect anybody? Bro, white collar crimes affect everybody, bro. Everybody. You think when Money Madoff did that shit, he was like, oh man, he only stole everybody's fucking money. It's just a white collar crime. It's like, bro, white collar crimes affect hella people, bro. Hella people. Basically anything to do with like finances that's not like upfront robbery is like, it could be considered a white collar crime. Me out here doing pyramid schemes, that's like some white collar shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
Even if you don't agree, can you understand why Americans who have been unfairly or unjustly, targeted by the justice system, can you understand why they wouldn't think that Trump being convicted is a big deal and why they would almost be emboldened by it and want to support him?
Emboldened by him being convicted is an insane. Like, do you understand the amount of dick riding you're doing is absolutely insane? Like, to be on this man's cock has to be the hardest job, bro. Hardest job. He's 8 years old, man. He ain't got that much motion in the ocean, bro.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think they're dumb. I don't think they're.
Let's move on to the next prompt, everybody. Thank you.
Let's do it.
Hey, before we go any further,
I know that motherfucker is regretting every decision he made trying to make this shit happen. Oh heck no.
Save your time with
I'm on
CC
freaky.
character bases.
Oh
Well-balanced
hell no, I'm on
topology
freaky talk.
works with ZBrush, Blender.
All right.
Let's get
2025.
What happened?
Country will move too far right.
If Trump is elected, I fear the country will move too far right. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Chat, you know what I do care about this Olympics, man? Because all this politicking, right? All this politicking is annoying, bro. We got Trump, we got Biden, we got Kamala Harris, we got Kanye. You know who I'm voting for. Yay, 2024, baby. We're gonna make a graduation V2. You know what I'm saying? Volume 2.